So, you have the barracks, and the troops die after a few seconds of shooting. Sending troops is just not really efficient compared to setting large tanks into the battlefield. So, instead of using the boring old barracks, it's time to start using the armored factory. But how does it work exactly, and how do we use it? Well, it's simple. As soon as you place the armored factory, it starts spawning these vehicles from your base, and it already has a mounted machine gun to shoot enemies. The problem is that the vehicles won't stop or slow down, so they will quickly drive to their deaths. This makes the armored factory very unreliable for damage output, which makes it unsafe to use in the early game. I mean, you could place it at wave 1 in most game modes, but I wouldn't recommend it, since you want to go for the later upgrades of the armor factory, which you won't get until the mid game.
Hell no, man.
Also, please place the armor factory away from your main defense, since the factory building itself does nothing. With that out of the way, let's start with top path. Always get the level 1 top path upgrade ASAP, as it doubles its HP and gun DPS. But you should never upgrade to the second level, since it changes its gun to a rocket launcher. And it freaking sucks.
Oh,
Level 3 is a bit better, and it's the upgrade that gives the Humvees hidden detection. But what you really want are the 4th and 5th levels, especially the last level, because once you max it, it will start shredding real fast. However, it will take a while to get to that point, so you will need to either get farms or have other towers to deal with mid-game waves. Let's look at bottom path next. The first 2 upgrades of the bottom path reduce the cooldown of the vehicle spawns. Get these upgrades after you get the first top path upgrade. However, the real power of the bottom path is the 3rd upgrade. The MRAP is insane. It can shred through so many enemies within a matter of seconds. It also possesses a huge amount of health for its cost, so it's very worth it. There's just one problem.
You failed!
Yeah, this upgrade instantly sucks. Put it as the worst upgrade in the entire game, create an entire essay on why the MRAP should have hidden detection. Are you kidding me? Generally, MRAPs are great against most enemies. Just make sure to get some towers with hidden detection. The M1 Abrams for the 4th and 5th level have very high HP and single target DPS. This makes them better against fast enemies, which the vehicles can't shoot for very long. So, what is the optimal way of using Armor Factory? Well, the Armor Factory performs the best in solos, as the more players there are in a match, the less Armor Factories you can place. As such, get a private server to play solo, because if you don't, you will get swarmed by everyone. Also, it's best that you use the armor factory in long, big maps, so that the vehicles can have enough time to shoot guns and missiles for a long time, before inevitably dying. Another great thing is that its range is not affected by objects, unlike other towers. As for the best upgrades, try and get 1 or 2 MRAPs, then get a few top paths and then bottom paths. One last thing, do not rely on Armor Factory as your main DPS. Since its damage can fluctuate a lot, you should have other towers to support it. Slammers, bottom path grenadiers, and freezers are especially useful, as they can clump up enemies together, and Armor Factories can obliterate them very easily. You should also not use Armor Factories for late game bosses, as there are other better single target DPS towers. Overall, the Armor Factory is a good tower. Just don't use it by itself, and don't get the trash top path level 2 upgrade.